justice for all. Okay. All right. Everyone's present except for Jordan tonight. I need a motion to accept the consent agenda.
I'll make the motion to support consent agenda.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Okay, let's go right into reports. Chief, what you got?
All right. We finished up the year at 363 runs. For the year,
Fire and ambulance?
fire and ambulance, we had 256 medical runs. We had 107 fire runs. And so, we had 8 PIs, automobile accidents. 4 out of the 8 we had to extricate this year. And so, otherwise things are going good. Actually, we just got back from a structure fire in Irons half hour ago, and the medical runs. So it's been busy. We've been boogieing along pretty good.
We're at 9. Yeah, Tim said he missed his dinner.
And maybe.
No, I did eat, and it was really good.
And
I didn't tell
so,
my wife that.
It's our secret.
I have one new member here, Adam Boers.
Adam,
He's
how you doing, sir?
he's gonna go through Fire Academy. And then his stepson, Roger, who's not here tonight, was going through there with him.
Awesome, thank you guys so much.
Jerry.
Yeah, how you doing, Frank?
Yeah, he's a new guy. He shows up every now and then.
Thank
And
you
so,
for joining, very much so.
but otherwise things are going good. I mean, we've got, trucks are running good, everything seems to be functioning well, and then Ann got you all a copy of where our runs were at. So if you guys have any questions on that, just let me know. And so, otherwise, I'm good.
So up 13%. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go to the assessor's report. Processed 32 affidavits in the December board review. Those are basically any exemptions that we needed to do, whether property, veterans, homestead, anything like that. One thing that I do want to express with what's going on with working with Dave the last while, we got Norman Township is all done for the year. As far as any property visits or anything like that, won't be doing that till spring. Prices are skyrocketing right now. The final equalization came out, study came out from the county. Agricultural property in our area is 7.6% increase. Residential property is 9.4% increase. Okay,
That's a biggie.
and that's actually kind of low, because that's a 50%. Houses that we are seeing, sales that we are seeing are a third above what the assessed value is. There's nothing available for sales, and what is going available for sales is skyrocketing. Something that sold for $90,000, or say $110,000 2 years ago, is selling for $160,000, $170,000. So you will see, everybody needs to know, when you get your assessment notice, not this year, but next year, you will see a huge increase in your assessed property value. That does not increase your taxes, because you are all capped. So your cap value only goes up by the rate of inflation, or 5%, whichever is lower. So just when you start seeing that, just get it out there that that is gonna happen, so.
What is the March board review dates?
You know what? I don't know right offhand. It just went out in the text, we were just talking about it. It's the 14th?
The same day as the board meeting, right?
No.
Tuesday before, I mean.
The Tuesday before is the organization meeting, and it would be after that. I can let you know, I'll let you know what that on that. But yeah, no, I don't know. We just set those, I don't have it written down in front of me. Did you write it down? We just set them, and they went out in the tax. Yeah, I don't have that information,
It's on
I'm
the
sorry.
tax bill.
Should be, yes.
Okay.
That's when it goes out, okay. Alright, so let's go on to Custodian transfer station, Tim, you got anything?
Yeah, a few.
Okay.
Just to kind of add to the chiefs on the call volume, I was not expecting this many in Norman Township when I sat down for an interview, which is fine, but it's been pretty crazy, a lot more than what I was expecting. So I know this township's big, but and I think 90% of them are after I get home, take a shower, sit in my easy chair, or middle of the night, early in the morning.
Yeah.
Me and Ron say morning quite a bit.
Or
Yeah.
just when you're trying to go home.
My truck was started for this one to go home, and Ron said, "Don't go nowhere." So anyhow, that I guess a couple other things. I've been talking to a few about padlocks. I haven't ordered any yet to get padlocks all the same key, so I don't have 600 and it takes me 15 minutes to find the key that, and then when I go to Jason, he says, "Oh, it's this one." I don't even know what's that one. And then there's been a little bit of talk about possibly not locking the gates at the transfer station. I don't want to be the one to say I'm not going to because I'm too new, but in the summertime, do we have to have padlocks for a room? Do they need to be?
I was talking with Tim, we had this conversation, and, okay, so I understand people have their own opinion about having locks on it, locks off of it. Well, my opinion and Tim, we kind of were talking about the same, and I would rather have somebody put their garbage in the compactor rather than leave it outside the.
Don't say that.
Well, I'm just saying,
For
I'd
God's
rather have them
sakes.
put it in there rather than leave it outside the fence or in the drive.
Well,
They
and
need to
that-
come on
You know,
jump
well,
day.
I understand that,
Yep.
but
But since-
some people don't do
Since
that.
I've been here, and if I'm at the station and I'm not paying attention all the time, easily 3 times a week there's a vehicle there dumping trash. Which I guess if it becomes the way I kind of look at it, if it becomes a problem where the compactor is full on Wednesday nights and
Is
it's
that
a
an Irons resident? Is it a Wellston resident?
well, and like Jason said, if not, they're just gonna throw it over the fence and then raccoons are gonna get it.
Right,
And
might
then,
have a big mess.
I don't know. I wasn't gonna,
Well, you
It's
gotta
open.
think about, we're the only ones in the county that actually have a box on top of our compactor.
Yeah, well, Dixon has a compactor too, don't they?
Yeah, but they're just open, so is Maple Grove, so
Yeah,
you have
there's
no box.
Dixon is a quarter mile off the road behind a double
Well,
locked gate.
I get that, but people still get in there, same with the other one by the track.
can we try to, when winter's done, you're keeping them open now for snow plowing, which, that's great. Let's try to close them, just wrap a chain around it, cause I think a lot of people are either going to, if they're going home for the weekend, like I used to, and I used to always take my trash home, you had to. If they're driving by and they see a gate closed, hopefully they just keep, I don't know. We made the comment that they're gonna go through the opening by if they really wanna dump it, they're gonna get in there anyhow.
Yeah, I mean, they can walk around, I mean, we're not gonna afford an access thing for trash, it just
Right.
doesn't make sense. I just wish people wouldn't abuse it, cause there's been talk about, why are we collecting trash? There's a lot of people force everybody to go out and get their own trash pickup. But it costs so much more, and we have a lot of people that they can't afford that. So, doing it the way we do it is the most cost-effective way to get rid of trash, but yet people still wanna complain about the system.
Everybody that is in the township that's a resident automatically is paying whatever it is for their for whatever it is for the year,
Yep.
$50 or $60. So
Yep.
those type of people, I don't wanna say those type of people.
But yeah,
So those people, it doesn't matter. I mean, if they come in and they don't punch their card, they're paying anyhow. It's the ones that are like weekenders, or maybe it's, I don't know.
When I did the trash day, there were 3 people that came over from Irons without a trash card, with truckloads full of stuff, saying, "Oh, they told us down there we could dump it here." And that's
I
the
see.
thing, we eliminated a lot of that on the original cleanup. I mean, like I said, we had businesses bringing in modular homes that were completely torn down, and trailers, 16, 20, 24-foot trailers full of construction debris. Jack and I have built dumpsters on our sites, you know, but there are other guys that, out of the truck type guys, that they were storing this stuff up and bringing it in here and saving that kind of money. You know, we pay $800 to $1,000 a year, you know, to get a dumpster, and they're bringing in, I mean, they're shingles, stuff like that. And that's what we've eliminated with that day, but the problem is then you get those other guys that, if they know it's open, the problem is there's the 10% that just abuse the system.
Oh.
And, you know, when I started, about 16 years ago, on the board as a trustee, we were paying $40 a month for trash, or $40 a year, I mean. Now we're paying 59, and we're getting close to maybe possibly having to raise that, you know, so it's.
15 years ago, we were probably paying like $12.
It was a lot less. I thought it was below 40, and then we raised it to 40, and then
Well, we had
45.
to raise it
and
because
then
of the
50.
fee that really got
Not
paid.
from the beginning.
Yeah, so it's just, play it by ear. I mean, if you notice it being a lot, and you notice people abusing the system, you're the guy now. And you're gonna be here a lot more too, so that's gonna help. You know, you're gonna be around town, you've never had that full-time guy. You know, so splitting you between
And
two positions
it's
helps
not
out a lot.
that I'm, you know, I can't, it's not like I'm keeping an eye on it, especially in summer, if I'm out and about and doing something, you know, I might not see everybody, but hopefully we can catch the ones that are coming in with a trailer full of,
And you're the board's eyes and ears, and I know you're new, but we're always gonna back your play. I mean, if you do something that month, we're gonna back you up for whatever you do. I will never cut you out. And now, we might talk about it at the next meeting and say, okay, maybe we don't do it that way, but at that point,
Right.
we're trusting you to use your best judgment on that. I mean, at least I am. I mean, that's how
cause
I
they,
would do it.
you know, they weren't open over New Year's that Saturday.
Yep,
Because, well, they did Christmas and New Year's, but I went there, I think right away in the morning, got trash from here, and when I opened it Monday morning, it was full.
yep.
So that Saturday, people might have thought, hey, why isn't it open, and not known, and probably snuck in and threw their stuff in.
Yep.
And, you know, then I compacted it before, you know, Wednesday came, and, you know, so people came
Well,
and threw their own stuff in there. but-
The attitude, and that's okay, I mean, it's in there, at least we didn't have the attitude of some people that there was 2 semi-loads of garbage just sitting there.
Yeah.
You know, cause sometimes people, if they don't like stuff, they're gonna do it anyways, and I don't understand that mindset. I mean, everybody
It's-
gets a holiday off.
It's kind of a, you know, if you put padlocks actually on the dumpster so they can't even open the door, like it sounds like you used to,
Yep.
the doors that open, guaranteed there's gonna be a pile of trash bags sitting outside the dumpster on a Monday morning, or on a Tuesday, or whatever. And then raccoons, bear, everybody's gonna tear into it, and then Tim's got a,
Before the compactor was there, we had a 4-yard dumpster down there that they used to come in. I went down one morning from here and went to go put the trash in the dumpster, and there was a whole family of raccoons in there, in the dumpster, no way to get out.
oh, yep.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That's why we don't have a dumpster here, that's why we have that shed. Because
90% of the time when I'm gonna open that door, I kick it first, make sure if there's any critter in there, he's gonna run first.
I guess let's just play it by ear, how you're the boss down there, however, whatever you think needs to be done.
I'm
just play it that
assuming
way.
I have to deal with somebody else. That's,
If it gets out of hand, just tell them, take care of it.
alright. And
Sorry.
then, one more thing is I know you mentioned something, the outside Christmas lights, is there am I taking them down? Is there a time? You want them up to certain, or?
Not this week, it's too dang cold, but yeah,
Well-
whenever you get time, if you wanna take, I think the trees are coming down this week, and then if you know, it's a real cold day, you wanna take the ones down in here, and then the ones outside, yeah, I mean, you can take those down at your leisure.
So, the trees and stuff, somebody else,
Yeah, they'll be out of here by Wednesday.
The ones all the way around, yeah.
The ones inside here will be me, and the ones outside, and
Yep.
the 8-foot deer or moose, whatever's out there.
Yeah,
And,
our buddies that fall over, yeah, yeah.
And
okay.
the snowman that's in the office will be in the mechanical room, that'll be ours too.
Snowman in the office.
He's
Got
in
big
the
And those are
snowman.
guys, yeah, I know where it's at.
We bought it for outside, but Meryl took him,
That's
she
fine.
likes him,
Yeah, it's fine.
so he's our office decoration now, so, yeah.
Guard snowman.
Yep,
So there's not just one of you in the office, there's 2 of you all.
right.
And I do wanna have a meeting on that, to have some other people that would be willing, cause we do have a few more lights, and we have some other decorations that we could use, we can make the display bigger, but I kinda would like a group of people that would kinda take over that, so we'll mention mention that at the next meeting, maybe put a date when, if anybody's interested in doing it, they could come here and, go from there, so. We'll meet together and figure out what we have here for display and what we can add, and every year we're gonna add a couple pieces, so we can do that. Okay, management council, well, we were closed, not a lot going on right now. And then right now is the point, are we gonna keep it closed for February, or do we wanna go ahead and go back to normal business? What do y'all think? I mean, it's not
I'd
a
say
close-
we'll do one more month.
I do too.
Keep it closed for February?
Yeah, keep it close.
There's not a lot that goes on in February. Merrill, what do you think? Okay, in that case, do we wanna have Tim rebuff the floors in here and then re-wax them?
Yeah.
We don't strip them down anymore. The wax that's out there was never built for that. It's a buffing pad deal, and we'll have to call the company, and it just gets buffed, kinda cleaned, and then just another coat added to it. So,
Okay.
it's probably a 5 to 10
Is
gallon
there-
pail.
Anything left from the last time, do you know?
I think there's a barrel back there with the wax on it. It's a stripper cleaner, buffs it, washes it clean, clean fresh water, and then you just coat over top of it. So, it wasn't taken all the way down. It was something new we switched over back when Jerry was still here. It's a different type of product. We used to strip this floor all the way down, and they said that's kinda getting bad because the tiles are getting worn a little more. So because of the age of the tiles, they sold us this new product where you strip it down, you put the stuff on, and it's kinda like you do a high school gym floor.
Just think, before you know it, all the tiles will also be gone.
Yeah, so,
Don't start it down, because as soon as the tiles are gone, figure out something else for a floor.
yep.
Polished concrete.
Yeah, we'll, so it should be in the back. If you notice, if not, we know the
If
company.
you have any
Traverse
questions
City
about that,
did
just
it.
give me a ring.
Yeah, I will.
But it is a new product that we do not, it's just a scuffing pad and a cleaner, and then you put it over top. So instead of being a week, 4 or 5 days, when Jason used to do it, we cut it down to like a day and a half. Strip, clean, wax, and you're good to go. the
Well,
next day.
basically, now it's just
Is-
clean and wax.
Yes, yep.
Is there certain, I mean, with it even closed, is somebody here doing something? Nobody will be here?
No, so anytime this next
Okay.
month, you may wanna.
I thought-
They came this week, I think, to take down some trees.
Oh, maybe that
No,
was
there
it,
shouldn't
cause I
be
thought I
anybody
seen a
here.
couple of cars parked out
Yeah, they're
front
just
here.
scrapping trees and
Scrapping
stuff,
trees.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Alright, so we're gonna keep it closed for one more month. Hopefully, the numbers are starting to go down a little bit. I saw in the report from the health department today. I think we only had 31 today in Manistee County, so a little better. Parks and Rec, Jordan's not here, nothing going on, it's snowing.
There's 5.5 inches of, ice on the lake.
Oh, okay, anybody
As
wants to go
of
ice
Thur-
fishing?
as
Got
of
5.5
today.
As
inches
of
ice
Thursday,
out
we
there.
were at 44 inches of snow for the year.
Okay. We got our local weather guys, okay, good. Fishing report.
No, just ask him.
Well, Tyler just went fishing today, and before I let him on the ice, I go out there and, see how much ice was on there, so.
Alright, that's good to know. So you'll see all the crappie guys out there soon?
They're
Yes?
already out there, there's a lot of people out there fishing.
Good. Planning, no meeting, right?
No.
No meeting, February 1st is their next
Yep.
one. Zoning, not a lot going on with Bob and
No
Ben.
report.
No report on that, not a lot going on this time of year. Any public communication?
Oh, I was gonna talk about the back shed. I
Oh,
forgot about that.
yeah, go ahead.
Well, we do it when you look at that. I don't like that look. Well, anyway, when you're up here to do the Christmas light thing, there's a bunch of stuff in the back that we can get rid of. To kind of clean that out, and I'll come up and help you with that. Let you know what can go and what needs to stay, and it'll give you a lot more room there.
Is everything-
There is a crap ton of stuff that can go.
Everything that was used is there in the back room now, so what's out there is kind of stuff that's just old and doesn't get used, so we might as well clean that out, and make a little more room.
So, like
There's
these,
some more
did you
Christmas
put these
stuff.
lights up? Did you put the inside lights up and the outside one?
I put the outside guy and my son Garrett because he could just walk around the room and put them up. He's actually tall enough that he could just put the clip up on the
So
sucker.
were they in something, or, cause you mentioned something
The
about
tote was
totes.
broken. We
Oh.
do need another tote for these lights.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for the tote. The tote was
Tim,
kind of
if you
broken.
wanna get some totes someplace,
Yeah.
rather
Yeah,
than,
no.
There's a recycling trailer down there, and a lot of cardboard in it.
The totes so no animals chew on them out there. Alright. No other public communication at all? Nope, okay. Non-resident ambulance service direct billing. All I got was that it's not really affecting us. They think our ordinance is more solid, that it is not, because we have our ordinance written in there that we pay for services, not billing, and then we bill everybody the same. But because their membership, they are forgiven out of pocket for the taxpayer. So I think for now, we're okay on that. We just have to keep an eye on that. Ron, if you notice anything like, hey, we're not getting billed because of this, then we might have to look at readdressing. But right now, her name's on the line right now. She thought we were good.
I don't know, they just had 3 people
Angie.
retire, so.
They have 3 people retire. Angie's still there, right?
Including the owner of the company, Debbie, retired.
Oh, okay. All right.
She's letting her son run it now.
Okay. All right.
While you're talking about ambulance billing, I did hear that there is a possibility that assessment we've been paying, that 85 whatever, that money has been used, and we may be seeing an increase in our Medicaid reimbursements,
Oh, okay.
which could be the tune of a couple
Why is it
$100.
different every time they bill us?
We are billed $3.55 for every transport of a Medicaid patient.
We are billed?
Yes, by the state of Michigan.
They didn't do nothing.
That is just insane.
Well,
So
and,
they bill us for doing work. Okay.
yeah,
Got it.
and
Awesome.
Alan Sherburne over in MESIC called this QAAP people or whatever they are. This, yeah, well, starting in January, you're going to see an increase in your Medicaid, but this is billed to every ambulance in the state of Michigan. And the example they pulled was like Rochester Hills. They pay the same thing, but only 2% of their runs are Medicaid. Come up here where 80% are Medicaid.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Way the government gets their money back.
We're gonna
Gotta
spend
get
our
it from
COVID
somewhere. They
money
keep
on that and
giving
try
away
to
to
take it
everybody
away
else.
from us. We don't spend it on what they want us to.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, and collect all your bills for the COVID, whatever we spent COVID related, and we have got that, we can start doing a reimbursement plan
I'll
on
have
that.
to sit down with, Ron and I will sit down with Mary and go through that, cause you got the majority of the receipts, so we'll sit down and go through and see what we can come up with for that.
Alright, the only other thing we have on new business is, board of review appointments. And we're doing this because Ann is going to stay on as an alternate, but she would like to step down once these 2 guys are prepared. So, and we are allowed to have 2 alternates, so we can put them on as alternates and just sort of keep it away as they do. In case somebody's sick, and Joan is going to step down either before March or after March. So if we do these 2, we have a replacement, and then so we will have 4 total after March on the board. So 3 that are active and then an alternate. So I would like to appoint Richard Taylor. He is a gentleman that lives right here in town. Very nice gentleman. I think that he would be, and Bruce Brower is the other one. I think both of them would be able to do this job and keep everything confidential that they need to keep confidential. And they have the intellect to do this job without, having any hassle. Should go, smooth. So those would be the 2 new people. And so I need a motion to approve Richard
So moved.
Taylor to an appointment to the Board of Review. Okay, Mary,
I'll second it.
Merrill second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None?
I thought that Bruce, Brower, I thought he was on there already.
No.
We talked about ZBA.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
ZBA, yeah. He was up for doing a couple years ago when we put Jeff Brock on instead.
Oh, okay.
And then I need a motion to approve Bruce Brower to Board of Review, and then they'll both go get
I'll
trained.
make that motion.
Support.
Okay? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No. And the reason we did this today is because we found a training class that starts before our next meeting in
In
February.
February.
Yeah, so that way they can get trained before
Early
March.
February.
And then we'll sit the board, and then whoever else is as an alternate, they can come in and watch as a member of the public too, so we get some, whoever feels more comfortable, so we should be okay. I just need a motion to adjourn, that's it.
So moved.
Second,
Aye.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, thank you all for coming.
Short and sweet, I like that.